Violent Nature, the new record from I Prevail, released this past Friday. I've listened to this album quite a few times over the weekend, and then I was listening to their catalog too quite a bit. So just going to give you my review, my initial thoughts on Violent Nature. So this is the first album without Brian Burkheiser, I think that's his name. He was their clean vocalist, and so they parted ways. I want to say it was in 2024, or maybe it's earlier this year that we got the news of that. So I was curious what they were going to do with this album. So we have Eric on vocals. He's doing the rough vocals, the clean vocals. Dylan is on rhythm guitar, and he does clean vocals as well. You see him a lot in the live footage when, because Brian had to miss. He had different ailments. I think he had a vocal surgery, and then he was diagnosed with Eagle syndrome, I think. And so he's had to miss some of their tours. So Dylan really stepped up. He's got a unique voice. I think it's pairs well with Eric singing. Then you have Steve on lead guitar, Gabe on drums, and then you have John doing the bass and the keyboards. So yeah, like I said, first one without Brian. So yeah, I was curious because the first song I heard was Violent Nature. I believe that was their lead single. Thankfully, that song has grown on me. The vocals don't do a lot for me. I think the music's awesome. Pounding, in your face, drumming solid, the blast beats, and then you have the cool guitar work. The song's like in and out, boom. We're just going to smack you around. And yeah, hey, go do something hardcore that you got to do. Go run them, a mile as fast as you can and have that song in your set list. So just getting into it first. Opening track is Synthetic Soul. Absolute industrial vibe on this one. I like this song, added it to the workout playlist. Good vibe here. NWO is more of this like Violent Nature, in your face. I'm just going to punch you. We're going to go hardcore. So you have that one. Pray is one of my favorite songs on this one. It has a really good mix of the heavy and the clean vocals. Eric really strong as he handles coming in and out from being clean. And I know it's in the studio, but I think they did a really good job layering that. I'm going to imagine some of these songs in concert. Dylan's going to handle some of the cleans while Eric's doing the aggressive stuff, because you're going to get some layering of growls underneath some of the music as we pass through. Track 5 is Violent Nature. We talked about that one. Definitely has grown on me. I'm probably going to add it to the playlist. The more and more I listen to it, just the music side of it, it's good stuff. Vocally doesn't do anything for me, but musically, dig it. And then we have Annihilate Me. Sorry, I skipped Violent Nature. Annihilate Me. Very similar vibe to Pray, and you just are going to have these emotional or relationship turmoil as a theme throughout this record. And so the lyric of King of Suffering, yeah, that's there's some stuff that happened on this one. I don't know if that's going to be related to Brian. I'm sure that's part of what's going on here, and just kind of how that relationship seemed to have deteriorated and fallen apart. Could be some people that you're dating. But yeah, you're going to get it in a few other songs here, like Rain. So on Rain, Set Me Free from This Misery. So again, you have that element in there. I like Rain a lot. That's one of the singles they released. That's a good one. Similar in the vein, Rain, Pray, Annihilate Me, and Into Hell. They're like probably classic I Prevail, where you're going to get the clean vocals, you get a little bit of the aggressive vocals, some of it more so on some of these tracks. But I like all these songs. Put them on the workout playlist. Good stuff. Into Hell is going to be my favorite chorus. Don't know if it's my favorite song yet, but I really like the chorus. Drag Me Through the Fire. Again, it's this theme of, am I interacting with you? I'm miserable, so you're going to burn me. Let's see what you're going to do. This is all leading to being the King of Suffering. So you just see it peppered throughout the lyrics here. Lots of relationship. Finally started to hear it this morning when I was listening to is the layering of the growls in the chorus. And it's, you might miss it the first few times you listen to it like I did. But yeah, good song. I really like that one. Then you have the ballad on the record, Crimson and Clover. Yeah, hey, cool song. It's not for the heavy people, this is not the song for you. It really reminds me. So Bury Tomorrow released a record this year, and they have a song. Well, let me see it in my notes. Found No Throne. And then You Fit for a King released an album about a month ago ish, and they have a song called Between Us. And I feel for all three of these bands, it is just really stripped down, low key, not what you know the bands to be. And I think Bury Tomorrow and Fit for a King are known to be heavier than I Prevail. I Prevail has their heavier moments, but you always have these melodic, slower elements into their music as you look across their catalog. But I like Crimson and Clover. I added that to my mellow playlist, which I did, Fit for a King and Bury Tomorrow's songs too. So just getting a little different taste of the band. And then as you close out, you have God. Again, this one is going to be in the vein with Violent Nature and NWO. Get in, get out, punch you right in the mouth, get down and dirty, and then they close it out with Sway. So overall, I like this album. My expectations were kind of mid, but I think they exceeded my expectations on this one. Proud of the work they did. Good mix of heavy and melodic, like I said, traditional I Prevail music. Here's where yeah, here's where I'm mixed. If I just compare this as a standalone record, I like it better when I compare it to the rest of the I Prevail catalog. And the big element for me is Brian's vocals are so unique. It's the signature sound, and I really like how Eric and Brian were able to play off each other. And so when I look at it that way, I'm missing Brian's vocals, even though I'm really happy with this record. So I feel like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth. Now, the spin for me might be, hey, I'm getting a cool, really awesome record from I Prevail I dig, and then maybe I might get something awesome from Brian as well, depending on once he has his first released out there. So that might be a win-win if I'm getting music that I like, and so it's double albums, if you will. But yeah, I'm gonna give this is probably gonna be a 8.5 out of 10 for this album. Definitely one to purchase. I'm gonna have to see where it fits in the rest of the 2025 releases, but I see myself listening to this one quite a bit. Like I said, I already put a bunch of these songs on the workout playlist. And so, yeah, good job, I Prevail. Looking forward to watching some live clips, because I think Dylan's definitely going to be singing some of these songs in concert. But absolutely worth the buy. Listen to this one, give some love to I Prevail, and all right, hope you enjoyed this album review. I'm curious to know your thoughts when you check it out. Take care, y'all.